just wanting to check in on all y'all and see how you were doing. As y'all could probably tell, I re-dyed my hair. It is still purple and black. See, it's still purple and black. It's just that this time it came out a little bit darker than I had hoped, so hopefully it washes out a little bit before I go back to the salon next week. Let's get started with some news, shall we? As you all know, my parents have been gone like all month. They went to Monterrey in Mexico, and they visited Hidalgo as well. And they also went to Cancun without me, those assholes. With them all. They're coming back today, and you know, I've been missing them a lot. It's been very lonely in this house, and it's another thing I wanted to talk about. I wanted to use this month that they were gone to finish the 4 songs that I've been telling you guys that I've been working on. But unfortunately, due to many different factors and circumstances, I was unable to finish them within this month because, you know, I had work, and then I have to look for work again now because, I don't know if you know, but last week, if you do follow my personal Facebook, I posted that I got laid off. I was extremely upset, but, you know, life goes on. It was just a seasonal job anyway. I got my last paycheck, and I'm saving it, not touching it, because I know for a fact that later on I'm going to need it. The 4 songs that I had worked on, I think I may end up redoing them because, you know, I think that now that I've had this month-long break from music, I really know what I want to do with the songs now, so anything that you've heard that I posted as progress might be changing within the next couple of weeks. So hopefully, who knows, maybe it'll sound a ton better than it was before. Another thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is the financial situation. Well, as y'all know, I have a LinkedIn. You can find me right here at this link. Basically, on this LinkedIn profile, I post all of my professional type of stuff. Like, I put up some of my YouTube videos to like show the work that I've been doing, and then I post some photo shoot photos that I've done, you know. But I haven't really done anything recently because, like, 1, I don't have any friends with a camera anymore, and 2, I've been meaning to find a photo shoot, so if you know anybody, shoot me a message, and I'll be happy to oblige, because I really like modeling. It's just a place where I like to vlog and, like, make vlogs a lot, kind of like I do on here. And basically the other day, when I got laid off, I kind of let a few things off my chest. I was like, you know, this really sucks. I feel like my luck just went down the drain, and I just barely got on my feet, you know. And I was really hoping to use the money that I made from this job to produce a lot better content for you guys and make my channel a lot prettier and whatnot, and actually do a lot of stuff as far as special effects go for music videos and stuff. And one person in particular gave me some really, really good advice that I think I'm going to follow, and hopefully that'll get me somewhere. I have a lot of very helpful connections on LinkedIn. I have like almost 300 connections now. It's weird. Like, half of them are like people of like independent record companies, half of them are like from bands and stuff. And this one guy told me, like, I don't know, what is your guys' opinion on this issue? Because basically from what I was told by this person, apparently it's extremely easy to get signed if you have a YouTube and you can convince people that you can make a ton of money. Has music really gone that commercial? Has it been brought down to this point where you can't make it unless you sell? Is music not meaningful as music anymore? Is it all about money? Personally, you know, as nice as money would be, you know, to make a living off of the one thing that I've been dreaming of since I was a kid, you have to understand that, you know, there's just going to be so much money if you get that famous that I, for one, would not know what to do with that money. Like, what would I even do with money in that quantity? Like, I already have almost everything I want. Of course, I'd probably just go buy a few video games just to, like, be entertained, and maybe a few corsets for, like, future filming. But otherwise, what would I do with it? What? I mean, there's a lot of people out there, guys, that we should be helping. We should. There's many great YouTubers that do donate money to charity monthly or whatnot, and I believe that they are amazing people for doing so, because there's tons of people out there that are homeless, that are begging for a buck to survive, you know. Money nowadays is the only way that people can survive. And it's kind of sad, you know, that we've gone to this point where we're depending on these pieces of paper instead of just living off the fat of the land and whatnot. It's kind of odd to me, you know? Society runs on this piece of paper that is just a fucking piece of paper, and, you know, it's worth so much. It's worth killing people over. It's worth getting food to survive, getting your family under a roof. It is worth the world, apparently. And I don't know. To me, it makes no sense. Like, if I were to ever get to that point where I made that much money, the first thing I would do is set aside a shit ton of money so that way I can build. Well, this has been like an idea of mine for quite a while. I've been wanting to get together a fundraising project for a very long time now, because I noticed that in the Fresno area there are a ton of homeless people that turn to drugs and alcohol, and they go through all this pain and misery and sorrow, and they're out there in 100-degree weather, and, you know, they're pushing their possessions around in carts, and I just feel so bad, you know, just seeing them out there, because no one deserves to live the type of life where they have to live out of a shopping cart. No one deserves to live a life where they're starving and they are fighting for survival. And no one deserves to know that if they even sleep for 1 second on the streets, that somehow they're gonna either end up getting mugged for the little that they have, or someone's just gonna fucking beat the crap out of them just to make fun of them. And it just makes me sick. It makes me sad to see all of these people suffering on the streets when they should have a roof over their head. They should be fed. They should get themselves off the streets and away from the drugs, away from the negative influences that keep them binded to the streets. Get them jobs. Get their life started, you know? And some of these people are vets. They're veterans. It makes me so angry that we are letting people that sacrifice their lives to fight for our country and serve our country stay out there and suffer like that. And some of them are injured in a wheelchair. I saw this dude the other day in Fresno. I don't know if anyone in the Fresno area has seen this guy, but I saw him rolling around in a wheelchair with a sign that said, "Help me, I'm starving, God bless," or something like that. And it was just like, oh my God. Like, you could tell he had no leg. Like, his left leg was gone, and he was just rolling around in a wheelchair because he didn't have anything else. It just outrages me to no end that we don't give anything to those veterans that come back to our country except a bunch of bullshit for the wars that they fought, especially those that were in the Iraqi and Vietnam wars. What the hell, people? What the hell? Support our troops. They are doing so much for us. They sacrifice their lives, themselves. They sacrifice everything to serve our country. And this is how we thank them? By making them homeless? By not even helping them? By denying them jobs if they have PTSD, when really there is actually psychological help that they can go and get, you know? There's freaking ways that they can get steered away from that and not have to relive the horror that they lived. And having them out on the streets like that, you would think, you know, hey, since they're out on the streets, and since Fresno is kind of gang infested, I wonder, would a veteran suffer from PTSD if they're on the streets? Yeah, they would. It happens, people. Shit happens. And if we don't act now, then it's just going to get a lot worse. And that is the reason why I want to start saving money, is because I want to build the type of homeless shelter that isn't just a temporary stay. I want to build a shelter that's kind of like a hotel, where there's workshops offered to help these people get jobs, where there's ways that we can get them out of the drug-infested streets and out of gang violence and out of all of the crap that goes on the streets. Get them away from that negative influence and put them in a positive environment where they're safe, where they can clean themselves up, where they can get on their feet and have something to eat and have that help that they need to find jobs and get out there in the workforce, because that is what people really need. That's not fair that our job market is so terrible that people are walking the streets this way. There are children out there. We just have to all stop being so goddamn greedy, okay? Rant over. Anyways, leave a like and favorite if you enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully I didn't make you guys too upset or offend anybody. And share this vlog if you wish and see what people's opinions are on the matter. I'm actually very, very curious to see what people think on this issue, because a lot of people tend to just throw this under the rug and ignore it, you know? And subscribe if you haven't already. I'm always happy to make new friends. We've hit the 270 mark. And that's after, like, a few months of being stuck at, like, 260 something. So I was like, yeah, baby, yeah. But, yeah, thank y'all very much for subscribing. I'm really, really glad that I can keep y'all entertained. And I'm glad that you enjoy my music. More music will be coming. And from what the guy gave me as far as advice, I'm actually planning to produce a lot more music videos. And I may be, from this point on, producing a music video for every single new song I write. So stay tuned for that. And if you know anybody looking for a vocalist that's in a band or whatever, or they need a female vocalist, hit me up, tell them where to find me, because I'm still looking for a band, in case you haven't known. So, on that note, I bid y'all farewell. Leave a comment below. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. I want to know your guys' opinions, okay? And I want to know how you guys are doing, too. Anyways, toodaloo!